Alright, Paul. You better put this video on your page. I want you to read 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. You tell me what it means. If you don't know what it means, well, I can tell you. It's pretty simple. It's about the coming of the Lord. And when will that happen? That will happen very shortly after the destruction of the nuclear enrichment facility, uranium enrichment facility at Fordow, Iran. Fordow, Iran. And really, why do I say that? Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. And when will that happen? When will it be? When will it be destroyed? Get this. It'll happen when I say so. Now, what do you have to say about that? FBI's been calling about me. Had an FBI drone sitting outside my house. What more can I say? I mean, yeah, I know a lot of stuff. I know everything. But does anybody else know a damn thing at all? Or are they just sitting there watching the damn TV all day, wondering who that is? Things are going on, you don't know? Strange. Foretold in prophecy, I would say. You ought to know. I know. I'm a good old country boy down here in Newton, Iowa. And I'm going to drop a tactical nuke on Iran that Obama didn't even know about, Netanyahu would never have said, and my brother ain't going to hear a word of it. You know where he's going to be? He's going to be in jail. So I don't know what to tell you, really. You can look at this video yourself. You personally look at it. You see what you like. You see if you like it. I told you some hard news. It's going to start coming fast. Why would I tell you that, guy? Don't know you from Adam. Well, what do you have to say? Yeah, I know how to read prophecy. The book of Daniel has been adapted into the book of Revelation. They're really the same book over and over again. Every book of the Bible has been rewritten more than 100 times. And I mean literally rewritten. So is that the original Word of God? Oh, you don't believe me, some people that I see. You don't believe me. Well, ask the Jews. They know a lot about it too. There's a nice little secret message in the Bible. Hidden code. Simple code. It's called gematria. English gematria. One day may save your life. Somebody asks you, well, you want a chip? You tell them, not on my eye, not in my ass, nowhere around me. Because that's what they're saying. We've already got this little I have a chip, you have a chip game going on. And a nice little server down there in Iran. Oh, they're not just making nukes. I see you. Who sees me? And I mean literally. And I see you. You see me. Who do we think we are? Someday we're all going to die. I know that. But what about all this stuff we're doing right now? What are we supposed to do? I mean, what did Jesus really say? Isn't that who we're talking about? What did he really say? Come follow me. Follow me. And why is that? Why did he want somebody to follow him? Because he's taking them back home. Why do we do what we do? Someday I think we'd all like to know that. This is going to be a real long video. I could have a lot to say. I've always had a lot to say. No one's listening to me. I think everyone's listening to you. So you tell them what I have to say. See how well that works. See if the Father wants to let you say a few words for His Son. I don't think the Father even knows who we are. So all we do is sit here and say, I have something to say. Well, what's going on around here, guys? What I want to know about some really strange things that happen, and they don't stop happening. They just kind of somehow disappear. You don't hear about those guys no more. Well, who are they? There ain't going to be no rapture. Tough. Man had to die on a cross and be tortured to death. Is what he believed in. People think they want the easy way out. No one's mysteriously vanishing and going up into heaven. A lot of people didn't believe that. Maybe some of them did. But there is no rapture. Second coming is real. Rapture is not. Dispensationalism is a bunch of bullshit. They're kind of good at what they do, but they're not really. No real method. Just willy-nilly, I'll make it do whatever I like, and I'll say whatever I like, and then it's mine. Sounds a lot like somebody I know. So who all knows that? What you gonna do? We're flat broke. Flat broke on all sides. We ain't got no money. IMF is gonna tank. I tried to get a hold of him a couple days ago. They didn't even pick up the phone. Sat there and rang. What does the IMF want with my money? I'm gonna back my money with gold. Real money? Actual currency? Not much more than the American dollar. I ain't no Antichrist. There ain't no Antichrist. The word was Antichrist, right? It's in John, 2nd John, 1st John. I can't remember. Anyways, all he says in there is Antichrist, meaning people that are now anti-Christ. They no longer believed in Christ. That's not no demonic figure from hell. There is nobody on earth that is literally from hell. There's people on earth that choose to do bad things, and thus become closer and closer to something evil, which inevitably wants them in hell. It's not hard to understand these things, think about it. But I know a lot of people have been giving me guff all my life about how I know so much and they know nothing. I know who the Great Whore is. I've seen her before in my life. I don't think you'd really understand the story, but I'll tell you sometime. I know a lot more than that. But don't believe me. Make it really easy on yourself. Just give up. I have no faith. I'm beating a dead horse here, guys. CIA wiretaps my phone, but they do much more than that. Would you believe me if I said, when I look, they can see. And when I listen, they can hear. Strange world. Powerful computing, powerful computer. No more powerful than a stupid calculator in the year 2050. And apparently the calculators are real fast. But what we really want to know is, what about the brain? Well, there's a lot of great things you can do with your brain. You can really think. So I'll tell you one thing about the brain. It's not so fast. It's not so slow. It's the way it should be. Nobody really ought to somehow put something in their system and mess with the brain. And it's tough news, but a lot of these illnesses of the brain aren't really something we can treat with a drug at all. I've not seen any improvement in a lot of the people I'm around that do have these illnesses. And do you think I have this illness? You be the judge, sir. You be my judge and tell me how I should be done. I deal with terrorism every day of my life. I'm always talking to a terrorist, no matter what. I wonder how smart I am now. So this terrorist fellow of mine that was talking to me tells me he don't like you guys. You know why? Because he don't like what you do to him. And I had a discussion back and forth. And finally I found out he really didn't care about anything, but he just didn't want you to lie. So you take what you see here and you take it and you can go home. And see your wife. But I'm not going home to my wife. I'm sitting here working it up, getting ready to drop a tactical nuke on somebody. So you can see how I'm a little bit, I don't know, confused? I don't think so. Just a little pissed off. I get more pissed off as time goes on. I'm just a little pissed off. I don't expect you to shoot yourself in the head. I don't expect you to go home and hurt somebody. I don't expect you to somehow go outside and nick your knees on your sister's legs. But I do expect you to do this. Stand up and be a man. Because I don't know what to do with these guys. Be a man, tell these people what they need to know, and leave. Because that would be nice. I mean, who are these terrorists? They don't have names. I can give you many names of terrorists. I can give you names of future terrorists. But, what does that matter? You want some great prediction now? White water. We all want to know what's going on here, don't we? We all think this is a conspiracy. So we're all in it together on that boat. But we're not all in it together on who we're going to follow down the road someday. And I don't think we're going down the road. I think what we're going to follow each other in doing is in this pact to secure our borders, to keep people out of here that don't need to be here. Is that wrong? They do it in Israel. We're damn well going to do it here. And I'll show you how. It ain't so easy. That guy wants in here with that truck. What's in that truck? That guy's calling it spice. What the fuck is that shit? Criminal justice. That's a tricky word to say. I don't want to hurt somebody, so don't take it like that. But yeah, talking to the FBI ain't easy. Dealing with all the FBI people coming to your house suddenly and confiscating your stuff and taking it to some place where they can hold you for a long time. That doesn't sound fun. Then pouring this stuff down your throat to make sure you somehow not God or Gandhi. And then somehow waking up one day and realizing everybody's dead. There's a lot of rocky starts there at the beginning, I know that much. If you sat here and watched it this long, you'll sit here and watch it much longer. I can talk and talk, but I want to know. What do you want to know? I'll tell you what you want to know. Can I tell you what's going to happen? Tomorrow if I like. It's really my decision. Certainly, you do understand the idea of by the book. Read 2 Thessalonians. Tell you all about it. Best way to read it is by calling the son of perdition, man of lawlessness. Don't call him the Antichrist. Call him a terrorist. I think you got that message I sent you. Yeah, you read it. You don't know what it means. I can't tell you what it means. It's a way of decoding things and encoding them into a book. But how to do it? Well, that's the tricky part. The tricky part about writing books. You got to know what the words look like before you say them. A lot more trickier things than that. There will be more to come. But I want to know about this Mr. Ahmadinejad now. Now, why don't you tell me, guy, why did you do this? And why are you sitting here? I shouldn't have done what? No, you don't like it in here. You don't like it in here at all. Why would you like it in here? Where you're living at is at the bottom of a cellar. You live in a military base at the bottom of a cellar, and you want to somehow fight against me for no apparent reason. So, why are you trying to fight against me? I'm looking at you. You look like you're scary. You look like you're somehow being mean. Right? You know what you're saying? I'm just asking you a simple question. I want you to tell me, and all the people that could ever watch this video, amazing video it must be, why you did this. Oh yeah, we just get the amazing answers now. And what about that and that and that? What's all that about? This is bullshit, guy. Because I've been doing this for 13 years now. And you want to babble and babble and babble about things all this time. Some more than other. Other days were horrible. I don't know what babbling was about those days. You take a man, basically was born into this world with very little, and try to take it all away from him. Because he's smart, he's able-bodied, he's somehow American. I mean, that's the gist of it. But do you want to tell me really why you did this? The guy doesn't even want to tell me why he did it at all. He just wants to tell me he didn't do it. And you might be wondering what he did. He didn't make this video, but did he? We don't ever know. What we'll know is that we must read the Bible and understand what it means. If you want to read another book, you can read the Upanishads. They talk about Buddha. They talk about a lot of the same things in a very different way. The central message of Buddhism is learn to love somebody that you hate. So I'm a one-nation man? Yeah, I like Israel, but I live in America. So I don't think I'm one nation. I take peoples and tongues from all nations, and I form a coalition to fight against crime, and I call it terrorism. And I'm going to drop a nuclear, tactical nuke upon a man. A nuclear bomb. Now, I don't know if you're going to air this, but I think it's interesting. My name, Joshua, equals 444. Nuclear also equals 444. Why is that? If you take nuclear and add hell to it, it then equals 666. And New York also equals 666. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of intricate little work being done by a lot of people. And they want it to work well. They want it to work so well that they'll not even be seen. But honestly, we can't let that happen. Unless we dare to risk our life and be destroyed by these men, we cannot allow them to go without being noticed. Take very, very, very kind and dear notice to people around here. Tell them you won't see them again. Because eventually this is all going to be shut down. And I mean what you're looking at right now, buddy. And whoever's looking at it. Either wherever, whenever. I mean, the internet will be all shut down, and it will no longer be running. It will no longer be something you can get on if you want to or not. I don't care if you want to go check your credit card balance at an ATM. You ain't going to be able to do it no more. You ain't going to be able to have a credit card. The only way you can have a credit card is you somehow can get mom and dad to buy one from this guy that says he's selling them for chips. Try to give you some creds. Oh, they'll have a nice little elaborate way of speaking. It'll sound just jibbity-doo-dah. Sound like jiggery pokery. It's bull fucking shit. They better watch out. They start talking like that shit around me. They'll turn into the Jabberwocky and knock them down. Just make sure I stomp all over them. Because they're not very easy to beat, right? They're just stupid and stubborn. Yeah, I can't be beat this time. I was never beat before. Those are the high schoolers that never wanted to be in high school. They're the kids that never wanted to grow up. They're your moms and dads when they wouldn't go outside. There's like 1,001 ways to somehow think about this. It's not so easy. But I figure with the FBI so hot in my trail, me being a nuclear terrorist myself, amazing. Nuclear. Boom. You do all sorts of things in numerology. Numerology is an interesting little science. I was thinking there about it for a second, trying to add something up. I get very far. I think it's 1259, 1256, 1296. Either way, you can add them up, and then like you take the number 444, 444. You add up all the fours together. That's 12. Take all the 12s together, and then you get 3. Take all the 1 and 2, you get 3. So what else do you guys want to know? Because these are all things you would know if you wanted to be like me, or you want to be like me, or you. You can do all these things too. I don't know what you're saying I can't. I get to do that you don't get to do. The only you're saying that I should do something with this man or that man. And I'm thinking, no, I'm doing it all myself. I'm going to go it alone. Choose one. I am the one. Anybody else got a choice to make? Because it's pretty frontal. It's like in your face. And at times it doesn't sound good. It sounds like, well, we're all going to die, so what should we do? You should somehow get the point that you need to figure out what's going on here, like I'm saying, and find out what some of these things mean. You need to somehow ask your congressman what's going on in this situation. Ask him about what's in your town, why they're flying these drones around here. And we all know why, because they're hunting people down and killing them. And they think that's the way to do it. Their mom and dad must have never taught them manners. And are they bad guys? They're the bad guys in this world. They're all the bad guys. Because who are they, guys? We don't know. If the boogeymen show up, who are they supposed to be? Are the men in black for real? Yes. There are men in black. There are black helicopters. I think that's been around for quite some time. Conspiracy theory abound. Got no parlor tricks for you here, bud. Hell, I'm making a videotape. I'm videotaping myself, talking to people I'm supposed to be talking to when I'm outside, and they don't like talking about it. I mean, they're not nice guys. That if you were living it, if you understood what I understood, you would understand that they are evil. And that's just it. I could try to help them. I wish you I wish you get to the point of who they are. I don't know if you could or ever. One of them is Ali Reza. A-L-I Ali A-L-I-R-E-Z-A. Ali Reza. And Ahmadinejad. That's his name. He's a terrorist. very sick man. And I know him very well. In fact, I know him like the back of my hand. And I've been making personal comments to him at all times throughout the taping of this little message. And if the government don't like what I'm doing, what are they going to do? Shut me down? The government was so afraid of me to begin with, they wouldn't even lay a finger upon my skull. They were afraid they were going to die. And the evil men? And what about Ahmadinejad? What's he going to do? Do you know this is all for real? I mean, you can say, you can take this video, and let's say you don't want to watch it at all, and you get this far and you want to shut it off. But this goes on and on for days and weeks, and months and years. It's not easy. I have nothing to say that it's going to make it stop. I can't make it stop. There's a lot of things for people that I wanted to, but where's the faith, and where's their diligence and their vigilance, and where's their work? Because that's what I'm trying to tell this guy, is that that I'm talking to, this terrorist, Ahmadinejad. He's not listening to the gist of what I say. He's listening to the gist of all the things you guys say. But does he know any of you guys? No. He just thinks he does. He thinks he can read you. He's had a horrible time of it all here.